I've been lifting consistently for 1 year and I've put a decent amount of muscle on me. Yes, you can clearly see. Today I'm gonna give you 4 simple step guide through which even you can build muscle in an Indian diet. The 4 steps clearly are breakdown, fuel, regulators, and repeat. First is breakdown. Now, by breakdown, I mean to build muscle, you first need to break them. How you break down a muscle fiber? It's easy. You put muscles under mechanical stress. And mechanical stress can be achieved through high reps or high load. Because to get bigger muscles, training is the answer. Training stimulates muscle protein synthesis, which is the type of scientific thing that you need to build your muscles. And under mechanical stress, I want you to go close to failure. There's a myth about failure. Most people only go to the perception of them what a failure is rather than going to the actual failure. I want you to go to the actual failure when you can't even produce a tiny bit of motion in your exercise rather than your brain just complying that, oh, it's done, my failure has achieved. Here's another myth buster. Pump is not always equals to mechanical tension. You may even feel pumped after doing a warm-up set of 20 reps, but it's just a blood flow. Just go close to failure, even just like when you have 1 rep in tank. That's a good indication of muscle growth. Step 1, breakdown achieved. Number 2, your diet, the fuel. In diet, we have number 1, protein. Protein is the most thing associated with muscle building. Protein builds and preserves muscle. If you are a normal guy with a lean physique, less than 21% body fat, I want you to aim for 1.5 to 2 grams per kilogram body weight. And for guys with higher body fat, if you have a big belly or you're obese, your weight is very high, you have an unhealthy BMI, I want you to take 0.8 grams of protein per lean body mass. Now, what is lean body mass? Lean body mass is the actual muscle you have, not the excess weight you are carrying. How do you calculate your protein requirements? Just go to Google and calculate macros calculator. You find a website called calculator.in. In calculator.in, fill your data with age, height and weight, and it would give you your fat percentage and how much muscle you approximately have. Now, take that number and put it into calculation and find your protein. For me, my body weight is 80 kgs, so my protein requirements lie between 120 grams to 160 grams. And as I'm getting more lean, I have to put myself closer to the number of 160 grams because the more lean you get, the more protein you take. That's protein. Number 2 is your calories. Now, calories determine your weight in total. Weight is regulated by 3 factors: your muscle, your fat, and your water weight. From the same website, you fill in your data and it would give you your maintenance calories. It is the number of calories which if you eat above it, you'll gain weight in any of the 3 parameters that I have discussed. And if you eat below your maintenance, then you're gonna lose weight in the 3 parameters. There are 3 main things in calories which people associate with bodybuilding, which is bulking, cutting, and body recomp. In bulking, you eat above your maintenance calories because you want to gain weight, and most likely you want to gain weight in muscle. So first of all, if you prioritize protein, the protein helps muscle to be the priority of your weight gain and minimize the fat gain in your bulk. You don't need to eat crazy amounts above your maintenance. You just need a slight surplus calories above your maintenance. Number 2 is your cut, in which you take a slight deficit, slight 10% of your calories below your maintenance to lose weight. And if you prioritize protein in cut as well, you're gonna preserve muscle and you're gonna lose fat. Protein is the brother of muscle. It helps the muscle to stay the priority in any of your decision you make. And number 3 is body recomp, which is you lose fat while building muscle, and it is achieved with similar to a cut. You train more intensely and the deficit is slightly lower. For beginners, the calorie is just their maintenance. While protein and calories are important for your fuel, the fats also play important and crucial role in your muscle building journey. Ideally, I want you to have 1 gram of fat per kilogram body weight. Now, why fats are important? Because they regulate your hormones, especially testosterone, which is the muscle building hormone. They also lubricate your joints and make your joints healthy. They are dense energy sources. They help in nutrient absorption of vitamin A, K, D, which are fat soluble vitamins. And a rule of thumb is to avoid trans fat and seed oil and moderate your saturated fats and prioritize unsaturated fats, especially MUFAs and PUFAs. Here's a special mention for bones. In muscle building process, most people also develop strong bones. Bone health is most all people neglect. Because what happens when you lift heavy, your bones also go under mechanical stress. And with time, it has been seen that the people who lift weight have better bone health, their bone density is greater, and they have a strong spine. And for bone health, you need four key nutrients, that is your calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 is something you only get from non-veg, especially oysters. So optimize for vitamin K1. It is closely to vitamin K2 but less effective, but it can work for you. Calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, and vitamin K1 or 2. Now the final part of this diet is your supplements. In supplements, the first thing we have is your whey protein. Now whey protein is optional because if you are not able to complete your protein goals from your diet, I consider you supplementing with whey protein because it is the leanest source of protein, especially in Mediterranean diet, and it's easy to add. So one scoop and add it over your milk, and it's as easy as that, adding 25 grams of protein in your diet as simple with a scoop of whey protein. Next supplement we have is your creatine. Creatine is crucial. Creatine is something not artificial. It is a naturally occurring substance in your body. Your liver produces it. The quantity produced in your liver is less. To accelerate your muscle building, we need more creatine. Ideally 5 grams creatine per day is a rule of thumb. You also get creatine from non-veg foods like meat, but the quantity is very low. Many athletes, strength training builders consider supplementing creatine. Number 3 is your fish oils. Now ideally the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3s should be 1:1. It can be stretched to 1:6. In India, our ratios are 1:15, sometimes 1:25. Maximum recorded was 1:52. Most people don't even know this ratio. We wonder why we have so inflammation in ourselves, why we have so much heart problems. Our omega-3 ratios are literally messed up. Omega-3 is also present in your seeds. I don't consider you taking from small seeds. I want you to have this supplement or consider eating fatty fish. Omega-3 is made up of two things. One is your EPA, second is your DHA. The body cannot make these. And the thing is, omega-3s in your seeds are ALA type. ALA is substance which you consume inside your body converts it into EPA, and this conversion rate depends on individual, but I don't believe that you can sustain on this. Consider that taking this fish oil aids in your muscle recovery, helps in your hormones regulation, benefits your skin and your hair. Number 4 is your magnesium glycinate. Most of us Indians are deficient in magnesium glycinate. I take one pill before bed, helps me relax my muscles. It also gives me a quality sleep. Magnesium is very useful for your heart, keeps that rhythm of the heart and keeps your heart in check. And magnesium also helps in clearing the calcium buildup in your arteries. In summary, from whey protein, you can take 1 to 2 scoops of protein per day. Creatine have 5 grams of protein per day. In fish oil, if you have triple strength, which I have, triple strength fish oil, 1 fish oil capsule after meal, and magnesium glycinate, I like to take 1 pill of magnesium before bed because it helps me sleep like a child again. Now the last step in our muscle building guide is number 3, which is your regulators. In regulators, we have 3 things: sleep, sunlight, and testosterone. Why are these regulators? Only determine how much of muscle and how much of the progress you want. It is the efficiency of what you do. If you want to optimize for more muscle growth, optimizing these 3 things as well. So let's start with sunlight. Sunlight is one of the best things for muscle building, and it has 3 key roles. Number 1, it regulates your circadian rhythm. Number 2 is your vitamin D. Number 3 is your testosterone. Now, why did I consider vitamin D in diet? I don't believe you need to rely on diet for vitamin D, but you can consider supplementing vitamin D. The sun created life on earth. What do you think? It cannot produce mass on a skinny body? Second regulator, sleep. In the sleep, your body repairs the muscle, gives its strength back, and even a little bit more strength back to the muscles. You build muscles in your bedroom, not in a kitchen. Because here is the interesting study. So for 8 weeks, a study conducted that 2 groups, both in a calorie deficit. The group who slept for 8 hours lost more weight in fat. The group slept for 5 hours lost more muscle mass. And same thing is in your bulk. If you don't optimize your sleep, you will gain more fat than muscle. Sleep is literally the most anabolic thing for you to do. So if you want to optimize muscle than fat, consider elevating your sleep levels. Deep sleep is equals to peak muscle protein synthesis. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single day. This is non-negotiable. Also helps lowering your cortisol, which indirectly elevates your testosterone and helps you stay in better mood. Now, third regulator is your testosterone. If you optimize sleep and sunlight, your 80% work is done. For higher testosterone foods, eggs, 1 tablespoon of ghee, full cream quality milk, ashwagandha, walnuts, almonds, and banana. and the foods which you don't want to eat for testosterone: sugary food, processed foods, junk food. Examples are your chips which you innocently eat as a snack, the burger which you dump in your belly, sugary candies which you eat every single day, all the other processed thing like your white bread. Any other thing which is highly processed is not good for your testosterone. And if you have a high body fat, testosterone which you have is converted into estrogen by these adipose tissue, lowering your fat levels as well to optimize the testosterone. So dial in your sleep, get your sunlight, eat like your life depends on it, and watch how your body changes. And the fourth step in the muscle building guide is repeat these three things. If you want to learn more about muscle guiding, stoicism, and some shadow work, I would highly recommend you the first link in the description. It is a full plan-based thing which I personally have achieved and helped my few friends achieve in life, in Indian diet, in Indian standards, in Indian life. So see you there.